How are the lower class treated in an Inspector Calls? Mr. Burling is your clearest example of how the upper class treat the working class as being disposable. Early in the play, when he explains why he sacked Eva Smith, he says, "She had a lot to say, far too much, so she had to go." This line is short and dismissive. The phrase "too much" makes it sound like even asking for fair pay was unacceptable. You can comment here on tone. It's clearly very cold and unemotional. It shows us that people like Eva are punished simply for speaking up. Also, an important structural note is that Eva never actually speaks directly in the play. We only hear about her through the words of others. Priestley deliberately keeps her silent to show how the lower class are denied a voice, even in stories that are about them. Next, we could talk about Sheila, who's a bit more complex. When she admits to getting Eva fired from Millwoods, she says, "If she had been some plain little creature, I don't suppose I'd have done it." The use of the adjective plain here highlights that Sheila judged Eva's looks, and the use of the word creature is dehumanizing. While this clearly indicates that Sheila's actions were rooted in jealousy and class prejudice. However, I think it's important to note that Sheila does feel guilty, which Priestley uses to show that younger people can change, but she still abused her power when it counted. Finally, we can talk about Mr. Aura himself, Inspector Ghoul. Near the end of the play, he gives his final speech. There are millions and millions and millions of Eva Smiths and John Smiths still left with us. Here, Priestley uses repetition and generic names to make a point. Eva is not just one girl. She represents the entire working class. This is your moment to link to Priestley's message. Remember that Inspector Calls is a morality play and it is designed to teach a specific lesson. He wants the audience to realize that the way we treat the most vulnerable people matters and society needs to change.